Never in the history of golf have we ever seen such big money games being offered to the players. But now it's happening, and the one responsible for this is LIV Golf. Apparently, a golfer was offered over $500 million. Yes, we're talking about Hideki Matsuyama. In this video, we'll tell you how Matsuyama rejected this massive offer to stay with the PGA Tour. Let's get started. So here's what happened. As you must know, at the moment, Hideki Matsuyama is probably one of the most important golfers on the PGA Tour. Last year, he marked the Masters Championship and became a prominent target for LIV Golf. And it's not something new that the golfer's being linked with LIV Golf. After consistent rumors and news about him not being able to decide whether to go for the mega offer or not, the golfer has finally confirmed that he'll be staying back with the PGA Tour. By rejecting the offer, Matsuyama has actually said no to a whopping $580 million. And that, we think, requires way too much courage because several golfers have said goodbye to LIV for merely $50 million. He was offered twice the amount Phil Mickelson accepted from the Saudi-backed golf series. And all of this happened because the Japanese golfer is actually a needle mover for the Asian game. And if he had left the PGA Tour, it would have caused significant damage to the tour. Apparently, this was the decision of his whole future. Yes, we understand that golfers play because of their passion for the game. But let's be honest for a second and agree that it's not just the passion, because they also have families to feed. So yeah, the decision he made, his whole future depended on it. According to the No Laying Up podcast, whoever they asked about Matsuyama's possible decision, everyone had the same answer. Everyone from the players to the agents confirmed that Matsuyama wouldn't leave the PGA. So yeah, everyone saw something in him and heard something from him to be so sure about it. Not just that, he wasn't even present at the meeting. If you're a golf fan, you must have also heard of the much talked about meeting recently. It was headed by none other than Tiger Woods. And surprisingly enough, Matsuyama wasn't present there. During the meeting, Rory and Woods presented the golfers with some amazingly dramatic proposals. We've talked about it before, but for those who don't know, the PGA has come up with several new tournaments with a $20 million purse each. This makes it even more surprising for the golfer to make such a solid decision, because apparently, when he confirmed that he'd be staying with the PGA Tour, he didn't know about this tour within the tour thing. And before this, everyone believed that the offer was $400 million. When rumors started spreading about Matsuyama joining the LIV Golf, many sources claimed that the Saudi-funded series had offered the golfer $400 million. The 8-time PGA winner and LIV were a hot topic for quite a while, because everyone was looking forward to him ditching the PGA Tour and getting the money he deserved. At the time, he ranked 25th at OWGR, and his earnings were only over $40 million. A talented golfer like him earning only that much was enough of a reason for us to believe that he'd be saying his goodbyes to the PGA soon. Also, he's one of the most adored athletes in Japan. His country loves him, and that was one reason why LIV had to come up with such a hefty price to get him on their side. Looking at the political relationship between Japan and Saudi Arabia, it was possible for him to go for it because, apparently, the two countries share outstanding bonds. But we think all of that is restricted to the political stuff only, and Matsuyama would have lost an enormous fan base and even the love from his homeland if he had joined hands with LIV. After all, Saudi Arabia has done enough to make people go against it. Also, good for the PGA Tour because they can't afford to lose Matsuyama. We're saying this today and we'll repeat it whenever you ask us if Matsuyama is important to the PGA. He's more important to the tour than the world's #1 golfer, and we'll tell you why. Back in 2013, when he turned professional, he was the only one representing Japan on the international golf scene. This made him a big star and got him the support of Japanese fans too, which, just so you know, consists of a lot of people. After all, golf is one favorite sport in that country. Wait, that wasn't all. He then continued to the PGA Tour a total of 8 times in just 10 years. Not just that, he even won the Zozo Championship earlier this season, which was a major victory for him, because he won right in front of his home crowd. Also, if you remember, in 2021 he became the first Japanese golfer to win a major at the Masters. In short, throughout his career he has held a strong position on the Japanese golf front, and is looked upon as an ideal by young Japanese golfers. That's not all. The PGA Tour acquired some of the most talented golfers because of Matsuyama's inspirational work. Because he was the one to become amazingly famous in Japan, many newcomers put their foot forward on the the PGA Tour. Keita Nakajima and Takumi Kanaya are two of such golfers. Both of them are winners of the Asia-Pacific Amateur and were also competing alongside their idol at the Masters. Apparently, these two were greatly influenced by their seniors' golf career, and that's why they chose to join the PGA. Now, if we look at the influence he creates, we can understand why the PGA Tour needs to hold on to him. But LIV, at the same time, also wants to have a golfer who's got such a massive impact on a specific audience. If Matsuyama had decided to leave the PGA Tour, we can bet that the other Japanese golfers would have also gone for the LIV Golf Series, which would have been extremely harmful to the tour. Not just that, the golfer might have also influenced the Japanese government into investing in golf courses for the new generation. Because a few years back, there were barely any golf courses available for the golfers to play and practice. But as of 2021, Japan has a total of 2,151 courses and over 4,000 practice facilities. In short, Matsuyama isn't just another golfer but an important personality too. And if he leaves the PGA, we think the tour would lose the whole Japanese golf front. His international recognition is what's attracting Greg Norman so much. It's not always about the ranking. Sometimes it's more about the impact you create. Next, in other related news, LIV will release the names of 7 new golfers. Even though LIV failed to lure Matsuyama, the controversial golf series has succeeded in getting 7 more golfers on its side. While many were naming Matsuyama as one of these, we wonder who the 7th player would be now, after the confirmation that the Japanese golfer isn't even thinking of joining LIV. Apparently, the most important one to join this new league is Cameron Smith, who currently stands at world number 2 ranking. Another name we keep hearing is Mark Leishman. In contrast, the rest of the golfers are still unknown, but of course, fans have made their assumptions. So, who are the other 5 golfers? Many of the PGA Tour golfers are associated with the Saudi-funded golf series, but fans have their eyes set on Cameron Smith, Mark Leishman, and 5 other golfers. As per the rumors, the golfers who will be joining LIV Golf next week include Harold Varner III, Cameron Young, Cameron Tringale, Anirban Lahiri, and Joaquin Niemann. Fans are convinced that these golfers will definitely be on the list. And we somewhat also believe these rumors because recently, LIV accidentally did leak the names before anyone else could. Talk about being your own enemy. And here's how they might have revealed the names. LIV Golf's official Twitter account made a mistake while tweeting a few days back. Apparently, they had posted some ticket discount codes there. But they probably forgot that they were supposed to hide the names of the golfers for another week. Well, the names were the discount codes. So yeah, fans were bound to pick the details up. It only took them to fill Twitter with the names of all 7 golfers. But then, some statements about the names of some golfers came out. Apparently, LIV mistakenly posted the codes, even though some of the golfers who have their names on there hadn't even decided to accept LIV's offer yet. One such player was Harold Varner III, who apparently hadn't given any answer to LIV Golf, but his name was released as one of the members to play in the next LIV season. This means we can't be totally certain about some of the golfers, but we're sure that Smith and Leishman are definitely on the list. And with this, it's time to wrap this video up, fam. What are your thoughts about this video? Do let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll soon be back with more amazing videos. See you in the next one.